field position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup. Welcome everyone to Palo Alto, California, the farm and the home of the Stanford Cardinal. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on a team from the ACC, the Stanford Cardinal. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Stanford about to tee it up to get this one going. He'll start the return inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So the Notre Dame Fighting Irish offense heads onto the field for the first possession of this game. Last time these two rivals got together, guys, there were hurt feelings and some dead fish handshakes in the aftermath, and this might be just the recipe to cook up some revenge, Jesse.
Well, they're going to be motivated, that's for sure. The losing team, they have been hearing about that blowout loss now for a very long time. They had this game circled, David, all offseason, hoping to get that payback.
Oh, man, you get all the quotes, all the people talking about, all those blowhards on all the different networks, i.e. us, talking about how bad it was and how embarrassing it was, and now you get a chance to get some payback. They're excited.
Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31. Third down, and they'll need 5 to keep this opening drive moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. The Irish send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. The Cardinal offense will get its first chance now. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, you know, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So a nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
Oh, he's got some space. Smashes ahead. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. Stanford gets set to snap it on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Right on the money. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. This Stanford offense moving quickly down the field. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Headed to the end zone. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Back to pass. Got out of trouble and throws. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Cardinal! And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel
inside, underneath.
And
Gonna go inside, underneath.
All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here come the Irish back on offense. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Why are you in the game?
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Give to the running back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10.
I really just subbed him out of
Now they'll try the right side. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong, the emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
Pressure coming. Just a short pass to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be 3rd down. Tune in to the Ocho. 8th play of the drive coming up. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. There he goes. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. They went up top to pick up the last 1st down. Let's see what they have here. This quarterback part of their running game. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job.
And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Irish. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Nice.
The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7.
One guy willing to shift doesn't shift.
Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12. What a move to get home for the sack. When the Irish get to the quarterback, sometimes you think Rudy, but this time you think a dude.
A dude. And listen, the more guys you get like this that can put his hand in the dirt and go get the quarterback, the easier.
Interception. You don't see him make that kind of mistake very often. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Got him downfield.
Nice move, freshman.
They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
I love offensive coordinators that take shots in sudden change situations. You just got the takeaway. You're not wasting any time. Defense is jogging on the field. They barely have time to line up. You take a shot deep down the field, and you hit it, adding insult to injury to the opponent. That is a great play call.
He'll do it himself. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
On the move from inside his 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return.
Bro, why is he still starting?
This drive will open from the 15. Power football with the run. Got enough for the first. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32.
A lot of
Looks as
injuries.
if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Pulls it and fires to the left. Turning it on! A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. Off play action. Unloads to the right. And the timing just a hair off.
Yeah, and you could tell he was locked in. And plays are meant to go to certain guys, but sometimes you got to get back, you got to read the defense, and make a different decision if they play the right defense. And right there, that was one of those times.
Throws for the tight end. This time on target. Across
Where's
the
my
50
blitz
and
at,
knocked
bro?
out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. Just keep slinging it. Pocket breaking down.
Some pressure.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The Cardinal increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Motion from the wideout. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got a man. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
It's really nice to be a quarterback in today's football when running backs are basically wide receivers. Not only can you split them out, you keep them at running back, nothing open, I dump it to him. Look at that. He makes a big play for me.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see some of these jet sweeps, and they were ready that time. Great job communicating before the snap. Everybody had their eyes in the right place, and they're able to tackle the receiver for a loss.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. They give you 4 downs for a reason, and this offense decides to use every one of them.
Hey, if I had a back like that and I had this offensive line, man, I would do it too. I wouldn't even think twice about it. Roll the dice, give your guys an opportunity to go make a play, and they did.
Man, you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time. Now, it used to just be in the red zone. Now, you just find the big fella, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had the...
A shot toward the end zone. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. They'll send out the kicker here. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. And that is no good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. The give on the option. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. He'll pull it on the read. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Irish facing quite a challenge here on 3rd and a mile. Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Makes a connection. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. It's caught.
Why do they call it a curl route? You see the wide receiver, he stems to the top of his break, and when he breaks, he curls back towards the football, finds the little hole in the zone. Great throw by the quarterback to hit him.
Come on,
How
bro.
about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
And defensive guys are taught to really work through the hands of the wide receiver. Whenever the ball's starting to come, I'm trying to...
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. 4th down and 10, and barely a thought of kicking it. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
So now it's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. He's got an open man. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. From the gun to give, looking for room. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He'll keep it himself. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. He makes a grab into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Getting set for the point after. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So
Get that ball on the ground.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Bring in the heat. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Gets the back moving. Snap to the back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
7 wrestles for 9 yards.
First down and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. It's complete on the right side. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Breaks into the open. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run and the end And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
I mean, you talk about calling a pretty good defense you feel good about, and you take away the pass, and what does the quarterback do? He pulls it down and just shows the speed, basically becomes a running back, takes it all the way to the house, and makes your defense look silly.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes. Inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Quarterback on the keeper. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the
breaks the tackle, and he smashes his way through again. Flying out to the left. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Stanford. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Man, football, there is so many weapons now with small slots and big wide receivers. And then you got the tight ends now that have the speed to catch the football, chew up ground, and get to the end zone and make those big plays like he did right here.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Here's a heat. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back. The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. He wants to change this route. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's got it down the right side.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Notre Dame right back to the line.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Firing to the right, complete. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. They'll throw it from the red zone. Hauls it in. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
That makes the score Notre Dame 35, Stanford 14.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17.
No more going for strips. That was embarrassing.
Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. Stanford lines up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Working that left side now. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
Gain of 20.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quickly complete. Oh, he's got some space. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Trying to find the end zone. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Third and goal, where the fire purifies and separates contenders and pretenders. Making side adjustments here. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They scored again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
42. Stanford, 14.
On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Going right to work up top. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. From the gun. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Man, you got to give credit to this defense in the sudden change situation. They've barely had a chance to even blink. Just a second ago, they were on the sideline. Oh.
Touchdown, Irish! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
14.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals.
They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys, you got guys out of the portal, you put your faith in them to make plays. This is a time to go out and do it.
Pinned just inside their own 20, they need to convert on 3rd and short. Finds the tight end. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Stanford lines up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll field the punt and take it back. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick. You can play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on them. So quick, so elusive. Does such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a 1st down at the 22. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. The Cardinal increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. At the 35, he's open. We've seen this from this sophomore. So dangerous after he makes the grab. Stanford going back to work with another 1st down. Got his man on the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
The Cardinal come to the line with lots of work to do on 3rd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Perkins. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. The Cardinal increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. Finds his tight end. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. From the gun, running back gets the give. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Cardinal increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Perkins. Touchdown, Cardinal! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
He does a really nice job getting the snap, getting the ball to his wide receiver in stride so he continue to run full speed and make all those yards after the catch and get all the way to the end zone.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's got great speed. He's on the loose. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He will score. Touchdown, Notre Dame. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. RPO complete to open the drive. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. And now to try to put things in motion on 2nd and long from the 15. Wants to go up top. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Leaves it with the running back. He'll be brought down at about the 18-yard line. Not enough to move the sticks. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. They'll have to punt for the 4th time today. Wants to bring it back. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Here come the Irish back on offense. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
A lot of defenders around on that screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Kick is in the air. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. To the ground with the back. There he goes. Got enough for the 1st down. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. Not in lockstep there with the receiver. Stanford to the line on 3rd and long. They go to the ground. Got it across the 35 to the 36, but the defense knew that line to defend, and they force a 4th down. Stanford lines up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Catches it cleanly at the 20. Makes a move. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Palmer.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
And wings it incomplete.
And I tell you what, we've kind of gotten to the point where we expect QBs to be robots and just never to miss and always put it right on the face mask or right on the numbers.
Turning it on. Got the first down and more. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Once he got some room, it was over. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
Stanford, 21.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Hold it, finds his man on the left. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. Stanford fresh off that big run, going back to work. Wants to throw on first down. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Fires to the tight end. All kinds of room to the right. We've seen this from this sophomore, so dangerous after he makes the grab. Stanford gets set to snap it on first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The Cardinal come to the line with lots of work to do on 3rd down. He'll set up to throw. Setting up the screen. They stop him well short of the marker. It's 4th down from the 27. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. And he'll need to curl this one in from 44 yards out on the right hash. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb. He'll bring it back. Oh, what vision. What a great return, and he flips the field to start this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Got his man quickly. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Makes the catch. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Looking for a crease to the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Gives it on the option. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. Rushes on him. Takes a hit as he fires. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
Ball hasn't hit the ground a lot for this QB. He's already thrown 4 TD passes. He saw a look, wanted to take another shot, and that time they just fall short with the incompletion. But this defense, they have not had the...
Makes the grab, plenty for the first down. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Irish.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'll be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
They'll give it to the back. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play. And the big...
And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12. Stanford lines up to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day.
She's wet red.
He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. They'll try the run. Able to pick his way forward for a deep... before the defense gets him down. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, the ground game. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34. Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on 3rd and short. He'll do it himself. Breaks into the open. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Under fire. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose. Now inside 4 minutes to go here on 2nd down. Going to try to get it himself. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box. Still, this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Quickly out to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Quick strike complete. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, the inside give. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. 2nd down. They'll go to the air. Here comes the heat. Didn't have much of a choice there but to get rid of it.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Here come the Irish back on offense. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Got the first down and still on his feet. Off to the races to the right. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. Just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Nice move there. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line.
Listen, I'm not one for moral victories, and obviously they're trailing by a lot of points late in this game, and they are going to lose, but it is a good sign if you're the head coach of this team.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And, man, is that a just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and it makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
The Cardinal will have to boot it away. Got it near midfield. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. They'll start this drive at their own 48. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he throws hands with that strong, stiff arm, but still not a lot of running room there. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
Man, they've had a day, and it's the complete and total offense. They got the ground going, and obviously this is why you see him. You're going to feature him because he can churn those legs, get those extra yards, but they've had balance, throwing for touchdowns. Like, this offense has been very complete today, and that's why they're winning so big.
No matter how much college football